Hey guys, good morning. Elsa the Bargain Hunting Crafter here. I am here bright and early with a quick video. I have others coming this afternoon, hopefully, if not my morning. I don't know yet. Anyway, I have a busy schedule. But I wanted to come on really quick because um, I wanted to wish a very, very special man in my life a very happy birthday. 31 years ago, actually 32 years ago, I graduated from high school back in 1989. Oh my God. It's been 32 years. Jesus. Oh my God, I'm old. Anyway, I graduated from high school at the age of 17. Little did I know that the following year I'll be a mom. I had my, at this point, I had my nieces that were born in 86 and 87. So I instantly fell in love with them, and I knew that I loved kids. I mean, I've always known it, but until you have little family members running around, you don't really realize. So when I got pregnant with my son, I was like, oh my God. My mom nearly killed me. Let's start with that. Um, but she was okay. She was okay. And the experience of being pregnant and carrying a child was different from you guys, from the normal pregnant woman. I've had 3 kids. I think I've experienced one contraction. My belly is bigger now than it was with any one of my pregnancies, but with my son especially. Um, I went into the hospital November 27th, 1990. I remember that day clearly because I was having some discomfort. No contractions, just discomfort. And I was told that I would have to stay on bed rest in the hospital that day. And I was to stay in the hospital up until delivery, which my son was due Valentine's of 1991. February 14th, 1991 was when my son was due. So they said that I was very, I forgot exactly what the words were, but um, I was having contractions. I didn't know. So they stopped the contractions, and just in case, they gave me steroids for my baby's lungs because he was very premature. I was only 27 weeks. Well, at the time, I was 26 weeks when I went into the hospital November 27th, give or take. And so they gave me steroids for his lungs, just in case. Now, come December 1st, 1990, the nurse walks in and she asked me how I was feeling. I was like, I'm tired, my back hurts. I have scoliosis, so I'm thinking, my back is killing me. And she says, let me put you on the monitor. And she goes, Elsa, you're having contractions. Like, I am? Yes, we have to. And then when they checked me, I was fully dilated. And they said, we have to get this baby out. I was like, you're kidding me. It's not time. I'm only 27 weeks. I'm like 6.5 months pregnant. And then, of course, there was that concern of his lungs. Anyway, jump right to it. I went into labor. That was in the morning. By 11, before noontime, I had him. And he was 2 pounds, 10 ounces. After checking him, his lungs were fully developed, thank goodness. And he was kept in the hospital for growth, basically, because he was only 2 pounds. So he was kept in the hospital for growth. He came home a month and a half later, I want to say, almost close to his original due date. He came home before Valentine's the following year. By the time he came home, we had all his Christmas gifts. They were all they were all on the bed when he came home. I remember in the hospital, and then after he got home, I would bathe him, literally bathe him with the palm of my hand. His whole body fit on the palm of my hand. So it was so easy to bathe because I would hold him with this hand and use a washcloth with the other. So he was amazing. He taught me the responsibilities that I now carry. He grew. I mean, you would see my son right now. I would show you pictures. There's just this one right here of all three of my kids right here. But he's not into social media and stuff, and he would kill me if I put pictures of him up to show you guys his baby pictures and stuff. I think any kid would. Um, but my son was he was a character when growing up. He unfortunately down the line he got a medical condition, a heart condition that was called supraventricular tachycardia, where his heart was beating faster than it should. So he was put on medication for about up until he turned a year and some change. And I had to walk around with a monitor and stuff like that, but that was fine. That was no big deal. It was easy to deal with. And then 31 years later, guys, I just spoke to him this morning, and I was like, "You're getting old." He's like, "Yeah, I know, Mom." I was like, "You know what's the worst part? I just realized that when I had you, I was only 18. And I'm getting so old." He's like, "You were? How long ago was that?" I was like, "Dude, you just turned 31. Well, how long ago do you think that was? I had you when I was 18. Today's your birthday. It was 31 years ago, puppy." Oh, I was like, "Dude, you just turned 30. You're forgetting stuff already. You're that old." I would hate to see him when he gets older. But it was amazing. Having him has been such a blessing. And then his brother and sister to follow. It's just been great, guys. It's being a mother is like the best experience in the world. Becoming a mother, enjoying your children, and now my grandchildren is a true blessing. His first birthday, 30 years ago today, was amazing. I remember my mom yelling at me because I was swollen. My legs looked like my feet looked like they wanted to burst. I'm preparing for his first birthday. It was clown themed. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was all clowns, the cake, the decorations. They were so much more different than they are now. But anyway, the decorations, all the colored balloons all over the living room. But my mom yelled at me. She said, "Elsa, you have to sit down." I said, "Ma, I can't. This is my baby's first birthday. I gotta make it happen." Da, 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 da. "But you have to sit down." She was pressuring me to sit down because I was pregnant with my second. I was 6.5 months pregnant, almost 7. No, actually, I was a little over 7 months pregnant with my second child, and I was swollen. I was oh God, I've never felt that way. But I had to make it happen, you know. So I didn't listen to my mom. I made the birthday party happen. We had a great time, so forth, so on, and 4 days later, guys, 4 days later, my second was born. But that's a whole different story that I got to get into with you guys. That was a scary situation. But today is my oldest's birthday. Macho, happy birthday, my love. Mommy loves you with all her heart. And thank you for being our protector. My oldest is head of household. He's the man of the house. He will go above and beyond for me and his sister and his wife and his daughters. He says he now has many queens in his life. He says that me and his wife are his queens, and his sister and his daughters are his princesses. He's very overprotective, and I love him for that. Very overprotective, sometimes way too much, but he's very caring. He will call my husband and ask him, "Has Mom taken her meds? How's Mom doing?" They'll have conversations on the down low without me knowing that they've spoken. And it's just because he doesn't want me to think that he's worrying. I know he is. I know he does worry. But he won't ask me directly what's going on. He'll talk to Nelson and say, "Is Mom okay? She sounds different. She's not talking." You know, he knows when I'm going through it. You know, he's he's amazing. He's amazing. Very overprotective though. Way too overprotective. But that's okay. That's okay because that's my boy. So guys, please join me in wishing my oldest son a very happy birthday. I thank you, my love, for making me the woman that I am today, for being there for me and your brother and your sister. You have been the best thing that has ever happened to me. And after you, your brother and sister followed, you've built the foundation for me to be the mom that I am today, for me to have the heart that I have today. If it wasn't for you, I don't know. I really don't know, because the experience happened at a very young age, 18. And I thank you for that, my love. Guys, that is it, because I'm starting to tear up and I can't do that right now. But I will be back. As you can see, there's a mess here. This stack right here, I keep covering because these are my projects. And I have project shares. I have a question for you guys. I have 2, maybe 3 project shares underneath this. And I'm debating whether to do one VR for the project shares, because there's a couple of challenges, or should I do individual VRs? How would you guys like to see it played out? I'm willing to do whichever. I just like time consuming. I just like building everything up and doing one video of certain topics. But I'm willing to do whatever it is. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments. Wish my son a happy birthday, please. And let me know in the comments below. How would you guys like to see my VRs? One VR of a couple of challenges or individual VRs? And stay tuned, because today is December 1st once again. And today starts off the 12 days of Christmas. And I'm excited. And you guys will see why in the next video. Love you guys. Happy birthday, puppy. Mommy loves you. Bye.